Signs that somebody is high on coke. How do you know if somebody's actually using coke, if they're high on coke? My name is Eric. I'm a recovering cocaine and alcoholic addict. I used to do 1 to 2 8-balls of coke a day for a couple of years. I drink 2 to 3 fifths of vodka a day. And if you're struggling with cocaine addiction, or if you're curious if somebody's high on coke, here's the easiest ways to tell if somebody's high on this drug. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Love to have you along for the journey. What's up, guys? My name is Eric, and I'm a recovering cocaine and alcoholic addict. I wanted to make a video because a lot of times people don't realize when people are high on coke. And coke is a drug out there that, in my opinion, is one of the most dangerous drugs. It was my drug of choice just because of the stigma around it, that this was like the miracle drug, that it's a rich drug, you're not going to go downhill with this drug, and this drug pretty much stole my soul from me. So how do you really know somebody is using and high on coke? Usually you're going to be in a party environment, is most of the times that I would end up doing it. If somebody has just done coke, they're always going to be wiping their nose because the stuff does get kind of clogged into your nose. You're going to be sniffing a lot. You also get a locked jaw with it. For whatever reason, your jaw just kind of tightens up when you get high off of coke. So if you see somebody walking around and they're messing with their jaw a lot, it tenses up a lot of your facial muscles. So you'll notice them tightening and playing with their jaw. So besides the nose, constantly just snorting, probably going to have some powder around their nose too. I mean, a lot of times when you're starting to use coke, and especially at a party, you're not cleaning off your nose a whole lot, and that stuff's just sitting there. So you can notice that also too. You'll notice that if they do have a plugged nose, they will never blow their nose. Anybody who's using coke at a party is never going to blow their nose if they're using coke. They're going to be snorting that back up into their nose. So you'll be hearing them around the whole party, no matter where they're at. They will not blow their nose. Another way to also tell if somebody is using coke, if they're high on coke, is they will be thirsty as thirsty can be. And so they're going to be drinking a lot of water. They're going to be drinking a lot of fluids. Coke does give you really bad cotton mouth, dry mouth. So what you end up doing is you're going to start drinking. Now, if they're drinking alcohol, they're going to be able to drink a lot of alcohol and never appear to get drunk. They will not, for the amount of volume of alcohol they're drinking, they're not going to show those signs. They're not going to be that sloppy, tipsy, just can't make words happen, pass out drunk. Coke will actually counteract that alcohol effect. And when you are high on coke, your mouth is extremely cotton mouth. So you're reaching for whatever you can drink. And so like even with myself, I would drink a ton of beer, or I would drink a ton of vodka and coke, just to continually get fluid in my mouth because it would be so cotton mouth. Another way to really also tell that somebody is high on coke is that they're going to talk a lot and they're going to be very sporadic in sentences. It's going to not make a lot of sense, but they will talk in like little machine gun spurts. And it'll be very hyper and very, very quick. And this is what I'm kind of feeling right now. You know what I mean? And you can't almost make out what the words are, but you can. These are all signs that somebody is high on coke. They're also very avoidant of the large crowds, because as soon as somebody does coke, it's like they don't want anyone else to know. Well, how is this such a fun and amazing drug if you really don't want everyone else to know and you don't want to be part of the party? But that is one of the things you'll notice, that they'll start to kind of distance themselves around, and they will hang out with other people that are doing coke. So if one person's doing coke and there's just a little group of them hanging out, odds are they are all doing coke. And this isn't to diagnose anything. This is just kind of know the signs if you are around people and they are using this drug. This is a drug that, again, was my drug of choice. If it's around me, I have to literally leave because I became obsessed with it. It was something I had to do nonstop all the time, and I loved how it made me feel. But how it made me feel also took away a lot of my life. And if you are out there and you are struggling with addiction, let everybody know. I mean, let's face it, there are these times where you will see people recreationally use this drug, and people are going to do what people do, but there are those of us that are an addict to it, that we become obsessed with it and we can't stop doing it. And if that is you, reach out for help. Tell people that you're struggling. Tell people that you need help. Tell everyone that you're addicted to coke and ask for help. And I have a link down below to NA. Again, I got sober 7/25/17. It's the scariest drug in the world to me is cocaine. And if you are out there struggling, reach out for help, because I can tell you this, it does get a lot better, and life without it is a lot better.